So we'll start off with the sea hearts. So these are all acrylic on wood, little wooden hearts. And they come with a ribbon to hang them. And these are only 15 euros. All painted from my photos of this beautiful place I live in. So if there's any that you like, just take a screenshot of this video and send it to me. The lens doesn't quite do the colors justice, actually. They're a lot more vibrant in person. There's so many different landscapes here. We've got dunes, we've got beautiful wildflowers, we've got lighthouses, we've got mountains, and that's my dehumidifier, if you hear that noise. And the sunsets here are just epic. That's one of me. So I probably won't be doing any more of these anytime soon because I'm moving to different directions. So if you like these kind of artworks, now's a good time to get one because they're on sale. So these ones are only 45 euros. These works are really important, actually, as they represent my first experiences of Portugal and moving to this little town, this little seaside town. And yeah, like I said, when I first moved here, I didn't have all my materials, all my paints. All I had was my Inktense pencils, which are like water-soluble pencils, and this synthetic paper, which is amazing for ink blots, but I had never tried painting on it before. So it was really an experiment doing these paintings, especially the early ones. And yeah, coming from South Africa, I was born in South Africa, and I've always been around more natural environments, like suburban vibes. I've never really lived in a city. So when I moved to England when I was 23 and was right in London, okay, on the outskirts of London, but still part of London. It was kind of difficult, not only because the weather was so different and the temperatures, obviously, but also because it was a different energy, a different vibe in the city, and catching trains all the time, and, it was very, very busy. And coming to Portugal I really felt like I reconnected with a part of myself that maybe I left behind in South Africa. So that's why when I arrived, I just couldn't help but paint the landscape because it was just so beautiful and so different from England. And it just made me feel so good. During a very difficult period because, when I first moved here, I didn't really have a job. I had a few savings. I felt really alone. Like, it's the first time I really did something like this by myself, because I always had a partner, that I was doing it with. But this was the first time I did something by myself. So these works are important to me in that regard, because it's just me becoming acclimatized to my new environment. These little scenes are the houses around my apartment. So they're really sweet. I recognize them. And they're just really musings on my environment and my new home. And just, really appreciating the sun and the ocean and the sky and the colors and the light. Everything was just so much brighter. And I couldn't help but portray that, So I kind of took a break from my psychological explorations. And it was a very nice break, actually. Although even in these, there's psychological aspects. So as you know, I usually work in twos. So you can see these are sister paintings, and I've used different mediums in this one. You can see the pencil and the many, many layers of acrylic paint and medium to get these really beautiful transparent layers. So take advantage of this offer, because this is a very big sale I'm having, moving out of my studio. So you can really get an original artwork for so little. Like this one's only 35 euros. So if you are interested in any of them, please just take a screenshot and send it to me. And you'll be charged in euros. So this was one that I did completely with Inktense pencils, which I love using. They are just divine. The pigment is so vibrant. Such good quality pigments. It just glides along the synthetic paper. It was really, really wonderful using those. And of course, there's so many different sceneries, so many different scenes, so many different sites here. We've got these grassy dunes, very wide open spaces, like you can see the whole horizon. We've got mountains. And these are some ink blots that I brought from London, from the series Animal in You. So these are a few of those that are also included in the sale. 95 euros for these. They're about 40 by 40 centimeters. So I'm still painting ink blots. It's a part of who I am now, I think. This one's called Mantis. And these are oil on canvas as well. And I'll include the little frames that come with them. And I don't know if you recognize this symbol, but it's the flower of life. And I made these during my Sacred Nude series, which used the symbol as the main kind of the focal point, I should say. So these are made with spray paint and stencil and acrylic paint, and they glow in the dark. So these are really, really cool. They have a really nice glittery texture. I love them. And you can get one for, how much are they? 15 euros. What a bargain. And then, of course, this is my most recent Animal in Me inkblot painting, which will be featured on the cover of a awesome publication, which I'll share with you in May. So she's also on sale, a little bit of a sale on that one because it's new and it's very, very special to me. And these are some oil on canvas portraits that I was doing to kind of experiment with different colors in portraiture. So these were really fun to make. And they're on sale as well for 75 euros. So these are really sweet. There is just something about figures that I love. So I wanted to do a series of people that I really admire. So that was Man Ray and Sylvia Plath. And I'll be doing more of those in the future as well. These were the first ones I did. They were like little studies. These are only 55 euros, oil on canvas. They're like statues. I really love painting sculptures and statues. That's my sick plant over there. And these are a few more little ink blots I did in this space. So these are, I wanted to give them like a candy color vibe. So they've all got names like ice cream and so these are really, really, really sweet. And it's the year of the snake, so that one's pretty cool. These are 20 euros. Acrylic on canvas. That one's Pink Panther. And I saw a bunny in that one. I don't know what you see. And this was actually a little test painting that I did for a larger piece that it's not completely finished. I'm not happy with it. The test is finished. So that one's also available. That's oil on board. It's using Payne's Grey. And then finally, these little pieces are like a series I call my psychosis series. So these are explorations into difficult emotions that are difficult to express with words. So these are also oil on board, a canvas board. You can get them for 45 euros. They're about postcard size or slightly bigger. This one's called Inner Dialogue. This one kind of reminded me a little bit of Norman Catherine, who's one of my favorite South African artists. So you can see they're not happy, clappy, go lucky paintings, but they're really deep and I'm sure if you can relate to them, you can relate to them, right? This one's called Dead Eye. It's kind of difficult to see them in the light separate from the emotion that I was feeling at the time. This is a really sweet one. It's quite small. 35 euros for that one. And this one's called Cut. So I've used really deep colors in these. And there's one more I forgot to show you, which is one of the landscapes. I loved painting this. There's so many layers, and just allowing because the paper is synthetic and plastic, you can really lay on the water and it doesn't crinkle. It never crinkles. And in here I have some of my ink blots, original ink blots that you can buy for like 10 euros, I think they are. Oh, there's a hair, sorry. And some of them I've worked into, and some are just left as they are for you to see whatever you see. So these are also done on that synthetic paper, and this paper is actually made for alcohol inks, but I've used acrylic ink on them, which still gives them nice layers. Oh, this is a really old, well, not really old, print from an exhibition with the tunnel called Labyrinth. So this is a digital photo collage that I created on Photoshop, and it's painted on really nice Hahnemühle photo rag paper. So I just included that in the sale because I had it in the studio and I thought, why not? This is the sister of that one, if you can remember. So using a different photo as inspiration, so the birds are in different places. And that's the moon. And one of the sand dunes, a photo taken from the beach. This is the sister of one of the other ones. Just a beautiful sunset. Sometimes they're just beautiful sunsets. There's no other meaning other than that. So these are A3 and these are 60 euros. There's the sister of that one. This one's got quite thick layers, but I love the transparency of the white. And that's the sister of the one I showed you before. So moody, love it. I think those two are two of my favorite ones. And I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed the little studio tour. Sorry it took me so long. I'll be closing up this space at the end of this month. So yeah, support if you like the work and let me know which one you like. And I'll be coming to London in March. So if you are in London or in UK, I can give you free postage. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.